Hi, my name is Jennifer Parris and I'm the Department Chair here at Knoxville Catholic High School, and I'm here to tell you just a little bit about our department. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how kids are placed in our math courses. They go through a series of people here. It's a very complicated process, and we try our very hardest to get kids into the classes where they are best suited. We want everybody to be successful, and so we look at a lot of things. This is the group of people that meet. We meet together with the president, the academic dean, the dean of admissions. We have a learning center coordinator, the assistant principal, department chairs, and then school counselors. And we all sit together and talk about each student, each freshman and each transfer student. These are some of the things that we look at. We don't just look at 8th grade scores in math. We look at teacher evaluations. We rely heavily on what the former teachers have said about your student. We look at a KCHS placement test that the students take in January. And then we look at grades, and then we look at possibly a second assessment. If you have a freshman that's entering our high school, they'll take possibly an Algebra 1 proficiency test. If they had Algebra 1 in 8th grade, then we will offer that test to them, and what that test will tell us is whether or not they should possibly take Algebra 2 honors, or if they may be qualified to double up in Algebra 2 honors and Geometry honors. So we look at those scores and we look at everything that we have, and then we place your child into the math course that we think best suits them. So the next thing we're going to look at here is some of the possible paths that your student can take here. We have a path where if your child struggles in math and they would benefit from having smaller classes and more one-on-one time with the teacher. These classes generally range anywhere from 9 to 15 students depending on which grade level. So the path that these students might take is Algebra 1 as a sophomore, Algebra 1 as a freshman, Algebra 2 as a sophomore, Geometry as a junior, and then we have two choices here. We have college algebra or finite math. Finite math would be for students who really need to get their ACT scores up, and then college algebra is for those students who already have a pretty good ACT score but really want to polish up some of the skills so they don't have to take remedial classes when they start college. The next path that you can take is a CP level. These kids are proficient in math and can succeed in a more independent learning environment. A common path for these students is Algebra 1 CP as a freshman, Algebra 2 CP as a sophomore, Geometry CP as a junior, and then they have several choices after that. They can take college algebra. We have a statistics honors class that they can take. They also can take pre-calculus CP. In a pinch, sometimes kids will take physics if they prefer that path. Students on this path can also go into an honors. Just because you start out on a CP level, which is the mid-range, that doesn't mean that you're stuck there. You can also go up to honors if you perform well in these earlier years. And the next one is our honors path. There's several different combinations here. We've got Algebra 1 honors that students can start out in. As a sophomore, they would take Algebra 2 honors or Geometry honors. They can double up, or they can just take Algebra 2 honors. As a junior, they can take Geometry honors, but if they've doubled up here, then they would take pre-calculus honors. And as a senior, they could possibly take some of the calculus level classes. They could also start out in Algebra 2. If they do well on the algebra proficiency test, you can start out in Algebra 2 honors. And from there, you would take Geometry honors as a sophomore, pre-cal as a junior, and then some calculus classes as a senior. The highest kids, normally I would say about less than 10% of our freshmen entering into the high school qualify to take both Algebra 2 honors and Geometry honors at the same time. So those are our top students, and they would go on to, as a sophomore, to take pre-calculus honors, and as a junior, again, there's lots of options for them, but most are doubling up because they want to take Calculus 1 and Calculus 2. The state of Tennessee does require 4 math credits, so if they double up, then only one of those math is going to count as a math credit. The other one will just count as an elective. So they have to have a math each year that they're here. Our calculus BC class is where they would take the AP exam. And these are numbers from 2 years ago, of course, because last year we had the coronavirus, and so it was a little different. But before that, we have really good results from our AP tests. So we have fantastic teachers here that are teaching those level courses. In the summer, we have a lot of programs that we offer here. One of the things that we do when we're able is we have a math camp. It's usually in late July. The classes or review sessions for almost every class that we have here at Catholic High School. So students can sign up for to get a preview of the class they're about to take, or they can sign up for a class that they didn't do well in and want some extra work in. Also, our math department offers lots of tutoring. We have the Mu Alpha Theta Club that meets with students during lunch hours each day, well, no, once a week. And we have, our math teachers are very good about meeting with students after school, on their lunches, during their planning time. So we have a really great group of teachers that work here. One of the things I like best about our math department is our diversity. We have lots of teachers who've been teaching for 20 years and more. And then we have another group that are relatively new at teaching. The younger group, we call them, come in with fresh ideas. There's a lot of them have just been in college, 5 years ago. We have some that graduated from Duke, North Carolina State, and UT. So they're coming from really fantastic schools, and we're really proud to have them. We hope that you will choose to come to Knoxville Catholic, and we are excited to meet you and make you a part of our Irish family.